Hey everybody, it's Croft Studios here, and I'm here with a LEGO Ninjago 2015 set review. And I'm here with set 70750, the Ninja DBX. It is 756 pieces, retails for $59.99 here in the USA, and it contains 7 minifigures. So let's take a look at our box. Here's the box included in the set, and you can see the front right here with all the features and basically just the set. Turning it around, on the back you can see it shows all the features that are included in the set. In this set there are 2 instruction manuals, and on the first one, on the back you can see the shadow of Ronin right there, looks pretty cool. And on the second one, going to the end of this manual, there are a bunch of things at the end of this, such as this LEGO website type of advertisement right here and this LEGO Club ad, and on the back you get the Green Ninja. Here are the extra pieces included in this set. In this set we get 1 brick separator. The first minifigure included in this set is Kai, and he is in his ninja outfit right here, as you can see. Definitely great front printing included right here. You can see his leg printing and front printing are very detailed. I love that little sign that's on his hat right there, which looks very detailed. You can see the gold samurai swords that are included with him, with that cool little type of piece on the back to hold his samurai swords. He does have some back printing, which I'll show you in a second. And you can see basic Kai face, which I'm not really going to go into. You've seen that before, so let's take a look at his back printing. And then here is Kai's back printing. The second minifigure included in this set is Nia, or otherwise referred to as Samurai X. You can see her front printing and leg printing right here are very detailed. I love the dark green use with the red color right there. It looks very nice. Love that kind of dark metal samurai armor right there with the really cool hat that's red and black. You can see that face right there, it looks very cool. I'll show you what it looks like with all the accessories off in a second. You can see how she has that samurai piece right there, which holds the double-bladed swords right there. So she looks very cool right here, so let's take a look at her without her accessories on. So here's Samurai X without her basically armor and stuff on. You can see I really love the amount of detail they put on her head right there. Definitely a sweet detail right there with all that printing and stuff. And on the back she also does have back printing and a very cool double-sided head, which is basically just a regular face, so definitely a great minifigure. Up next for figures is Sensei Garmadon, definitely a great figure to put in this set right here. You can see his front printing and torso printing are new to this set. You can see the nice gold color on there, and he does have that head right there, which is a pretty cool expression. And moving on to the back, he does have some very cool back printing right there with the snake tattoo, showing that he was part of Chen's little type of group deal back in the day. And basically when you take off his gray hair, he doesn't have a double-sided head, which is kind of weird. I wish they would have given him a double-sided head right there. Would have been kind of cool to get separate heads for him, but he is serious most of the time, so I can see why they did that. Overall, great minifigure, though. The next figure, or not really a figure, it's kind of a brick-built figure, is the robot, basically, that comes in the set. He's the pilot of the DBX. Just taking a quick look at him right here, he's not really too much detail, but he's basically made out of bricks, and he's a pretty cool robot right here. Up next is Kapow, and he is the same Kapow that we got in the Jungle Raider set. Taking a look at him right here, you can see his front printing and leg printing look very nice right there. He gets a little feet printing. Love the face right there, looks great. And turning him around, he does feature some back printing right there, looks very cool. So there's not really much to say about him. He is the same as the other one we get. So let's go into our next minifigure. The next figure in the set is Choprai, and definitely a great figure right here. I love the amount of printing they've been putting on these snakes right here. You can see the front printing looks very detailed with that dark red type of tethered look right there, and it looks very sweet from the front. And you can see his side eyes look very cool. And moving on to the back, you can see his armor right there. He does feature some back printing, which I'll show you in a second. You can see that kind of big weapon, which you'll see in the set later, but it's kind of just like an axe weapon. And I really love that purple snake use of the tail right there. Definitely a great look for him. So let's take a look at him without his accessories. So here's Choprai without his accessories on. He looks great. You can see his front printing a bit better right there. And a very cool scaly look right there. And turning him around to the back, he also features some very cool back printing. And now onto my favorite minifigure that LEGO has made, definitely in the set and for the new Ninjago wave of sets, is Pythor P. Chumsworth. Basically my favorite villain of all time from Ninjago, obviously. Not outside of Ninjago, but he looks very detailed right here. It's basically the same mold as the other Pythor, but I wish they would have made it so his mouth was closed this time. Unfortunately, it is not, but obviously it is awesome to get a white Pythor. Definitely a sweet figure here, and I love the printing. The purple with the white looks fantastic right here, and turning him around, he does feature some back printing, which is very cool as well. Wish they would have printed on the back of the neck, too, to make it so it goes along with the torso printing on the back. But it is fine that they did not do that. But you can see him right there. He's very detailed. So let's take a look at him without his head on so you can see his torso printing. And here's Pythor's torso printing. Here's the first model included in the set right here. And you can see you get this very cool printed piece right here. I really like this piece that they've been giving us in sets. It's basically just a little shrine type of look right here, and you can go through it if you want to. And you can see the sticker details right here. They aren't too bad looking themselves. And they have like the gray on them, so they look pretty cool with the little like type of symbols and stuff with the swords on them. And turning around, there's not really too much on it, so it's basically just a little shrine or whatever. You can have guys walk through it. So that's basically it for that. So here is the Ninja DBX right here, and definitely a sweet looking model right here. There are a couple problems I have with it, but overall it's a pretty sweet looking thing right here. Turning it around, I'm going to take a quick 360 of the model overall, and you can see it's kind of a boxy look to it, so it's kind of like a base. Pretty cool looking overall. Turning it around to this side, basically the same as the other, and you can see it from a look on the front right here with the headlights right here and stuff. So we're going to start off at the front and then work our way to the back. Starting off at the front here, you can see there's this huge window piece right here, which is the same as Benny's spaceship, except it's a different color. You can see how it just kind of bends up right there so you can fit minifigures on the inside. And you can see it from the front right here. I really like the headlight details on here and how they're like covered up with this big bar going across. And you can see these little things right here, kind of like spikes on the front. A lot of cool little details up here for the like grill and stuff going on here. Definitely great. And you can see on the inside there are two little spots where minifigures can sit. And basically it's basically the controls. You get two of this piece right here for the cockpits, which is a pretty cool piece, not too bad of a use, and I like it when they use that piece since it is printed, and I like the use of that piece, so you get two of those right here. Pretty cool use of those, and there's not really a ton going on with the front right here, but there's some pretty cool details going on the sides and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool looking, so we're going to take a look at some of the features. So taking a look at one of the bigger features of the set right here is that basically you can just kind of pull these little pieces down in the back, or these basically little gray pieces right here. And basically the whole entire back portion of the set kind of just connects off. And this is another one of the features I wanted to show you on the front. So basically you can pull this missile launcher up right here, which is definitely a sweet looking missile. Get a little red sticker on there with a little type of fire sign. It's kind of an interesting little piece right there. I don't know what that sign is actually supposed to be. It's not specified in the show. But taking a look right here, obviously it's spring-load shooters. You know, they fire off very well. Definitely cool. Hopefully it doesn't shoot its own glass so it breaks it. But you can see how it just kind of folds in right there. It's definitely a great use of space right here and making it so weapons can fit inside easily. And you can see what it looks like right here without the type of pieces right here. So basically this box hooks on by these little pegs into this spot right here with these little bars. So very nicely done right there. I like that, how they did that. And another little interesting little detail I wanted to show you is basically this Ninjago, which is pretty cool. Nice little sticker piece right there. It's not the, I mean, I know it's a sticker, but it's still a little decent feature. Or not, feature, what am I even saying? It's just a little detail. That's what I meant to say. So basically we're going to move on to the back portion of the DBX. So moving on to the back, there are a lot of features that have to do with this portion of the vehicle right here. So basically the main features that basically you can just kind of disconnect this and it opens up right here to a whole little type of little base right here, and obviously the sides can open up right here, revealing a very cool motorcycle for Kai. And you can see a little detail on the front, just a little sticker, which I really don't like how that's a sticker. That should have been printed right there. But very cool red motorcycle. We don't get red motorcycles very often. It's a very cool piece right here, and I like how they put the samurai swords on the side, so if you want to take them off, you can just use them as weapons if you want to. So pretty cool use right there. And it hooks on the inside by this little peg piece, if you can see it right there. It just kind of hooks on. It's a pretty cool little feature right there. And on right here, you can see there's another one of those little interesting bird signs. And you can see this is the pegs that hook up to the main part of the vehicle. And you can see how each side opens up. Very cool feature right there. And another feature that was kind of cool is that how this kind of lifts up right here. And reveals a vehicle, but it's definitely one of my least favorite vehicles that Ninjago's actually made. This thing is very, very dinky. I don't know what this, I don't know how this even passed design. Right here, this is a little dinky for my taste, and I don't really like this vehicle very much. You can see how it just kind of connects on these 4 studs right here. I mean, it's not the worst feature ever, but if the vehicle would have been a little better, then the feature would be a lot better. Overall, and I would have liked it a bit more. Maybe if it was just a turret instead of a little flying little piece of turd, I guess. But basically on the back you can see you got a little toolkit right here and some nice stickers that show some of the other sets like the Jay's Electromech. And this can move down right here if you want to fit a minifigure, so you can sit down and you can examine the little artifact of whatever the little shrine right here if you want to. You can just kind of examine it on there. And right here you get some ninja swords, and it's kind of a little computer type of thing showing that. So there's not really a ton going on the inside, but it's definitely a sweet little ride right here. Definitely something you're going to want to get around in. And the main thing on the back is this huge sticker that they put. It's basically just the big fire sign again. I really don't know what that's supposed to be. It's not specified in the show, like I said, this bird sign, but it's very cool looking, and you get these flags right here as well. So definitely a cool vehicle overall. You get a lot of nice things in this. Obviously, there's a couple small things that are a little weak. You can see these little crates on the side. But one thing I think is a little weak on this part of the model is that how there's like a little bit of gray sticking out. It doesn't look nice right here. It's kind of jumbled in this area right here. But it's not too bad overall, and it looks overall pretty decent. So let's go on to the ratings. And also one more thing before the ratings, I wanted to show you how this vehicle actually drives right here. You can see how it drives pretty well. It's not too bad on smooth surfaces overall, but on carpet it definitely destroys, and it goes very fast on the carpet. Definitely a great vehicle to play with there. So yeah, let's go into our ratings. Alright guys, now onto the rating on this set. This is definitely a very good set overall. Again, we're getting another vehicle from Ninjago, but it is definitely a cool set overall, even if it is just another vehicle from Ninjago. There are a couple small complaints I have about the set, like some of the jumbled pieces onto the side of the vehicle, which look okay, I guess. They don't look great. And also another thing I wanted to complain about is the little dinky vehicle that you get. But most of the minifigure choices for this set is very good overall. I wish they would have maybe gave us a printed piece or something exclusive about the robot, so he would be a little bit more interesting or something like that. But overall, he's not too bad of a robot to pilot your vehicle. And the set overall is solid set. It's not the best set, I think, from Ninjago. They could have done a little better on this set, but it's not too bad overall, and definitely the main draw for the set is Pythor. Definitely a great Pythor to put in the set. So this set is going to get an 8.9 out of 10. Not too bad of a set overall. And it's not really the best Ninjago set I've ever seen, but like I said, it's pretty decent, and it's a pretty solid Ninjago set, and I think it's pretty good overall. So that's basically it for this review. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.